There we are. What is going on, guys? Spencer here for another video, and this is going to be my Portland Track Festival race recap video. That's better. Go Mantra, baby. So yeah, I've been looking back at some of my older videos from college and kind of just seeing the roots of it, what made my channel successful in the first place, and at the end of the day, I feel like what you guys appreciate more than anything is that authentic, low-budget quality content. Me just kind of talking about my experience through races, through training, through everything. So I feel like this is a great opportunity for me to kind of just talk through the Portland Track Festival meet. And I have a lot to say in this video. It's probably going to be a longer one than normal, so keep watching if you're a true fan. There's going to be a lot of juicy content, especially about the beasts. So stay tuned for the whole video if you want to hear about everyone's race recap. So to begin, this weekend race at the Portland Track Festival in the 1500 meter. I was heat 4. I didn't film that much content. There might be a snippet here or there of the actual race, but focus was much more on the actual running, which is the root of what I am at the end of the day. Definitely a runner first, content creator second, and I just wanted to focus up this weekend. This is a big race for me in terms of kind of getting my season on track, checking my fitness, and ultimately it was my first 1500 in about 2 years, which is crazy to think about. So quickly, I ran 3:44.93. I got 5th place in the race. So the result itself was not great. The time was not that fast. Equates to about a 4:02, 4:03 mile. Comment down below if you think it's any different than that. But I was very, very, very happy with how I raced. Immediately I got myself into 4th position and stayed as relaxed as I could for as long as I could and kept myself in the race. My mindset going in honestly has changed for the better recently. I actually do see a sports psychologist now, and what we talked about a lot was trying to just embrace the pain and truly do that. You know, I talk about embrace the pain, embrace the process, but there is something about embracing the actual physical moment in time. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like shit at about 300 meters into my race, but I was prepared to feel like shit this time. And I felt terrible until maybe 1,000 meters, and when I was still in the race, at that point I was like, shit, I might be able to win this thing. So it was a huge mental breakthrough for me, where I got to a lap to go thinking I could win the race, and we were going pretty quick. We were like 2:43.5 through 1100, 2:57 through 1200, which is like on pace for about 3:40, 3:41, and then 2:50 to go, my legs just fell apart, and that's totally okay for where I'm at right now. I'm coming up on 7 weeks of running again since I got hurt for a while, and that's not a bad place to be, that knowing that I can get to about 200 to go with the race and then just fall apart there. The winners ran 3:40, so maybe I could have done something like that had I stayed in it. But yeah, I have nothing to be upset about. It's just all progress from here. I can totally see myself in a month from now being able to run, I don't know, 3:37, 3:38, and I'm completely confident in that. So I'm actually pretty happy about just the way I executed. I talked to my coach after. He felt the same exact way. I just simply don't have that strength work right now, and it's going to come. It's going to come, and I have to trust that it'll come, and I just have to buckle down and train some more. My next race is going to be actually in like 2 days. I'm racing Stumptown in the 1500 meters. I don't know what heat I am. I don't care. I'm just going out there to compete, and I want to do the same thing. I'm going to try to put myself in a good spot and really just execute the process of the race. I don't care what the outcome is right now. To be honest, I probably have a minimal chance at getting an auto qualifier for the Olympic trials, which would be 3:37.5. I'm going to try to take a shot and run something quick. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. If I don't run the Olympic trials time and get to the trials, I'm mentally okay with that. Obviously, I'm trying to, but I guess what I'm saying is nothing is really phasing me right now, and I'm really weirdly excited. I've had like no good results this whole year. And I think that like people who kind of watch my videos in and out don't really see like the whole process of it. And I'm truly finally like really healthy for the first time in quite some time, and I feel like I'm finally starting to have a breakthrough of just the transition phase from college to pro, new coach for the first time in 5 years, and like I'm eating great now. I'm doing all this rehab stuff, so I feel like my injuries are really at bay, and I'm just in a good spot mentally. So I'm really pumped for, you know, this next race, and then to train for a while, hopefully after, and then race, you know, throughout July and August. But enough about me, and I want to switch up the rest of this video and kind of just talk about how awesome my teammates raced this weekend. So I probably had the worst result on paper with the team, even though I was sort of pleased with the process of how I raced. But everyone put it together. Literally everyone ran incredible. I'll start. Allie O, my amazing girlfriend. First steeplechase in 2 years. She runs 9:36. She ran up front, which is really aggressive, and just hung in there. And she's probably not even happy about her race, which is just the sign of a true pro at heart. Just so high goals and everything. But, you know, she started the weekend off great. And then, so I raced next. I had my 3:44, which, you know, in dinky heat 4, nothing special. But after me, we had Drew Windle come back from heat 2 and run 147.11 to win his heat. He went wire to wire, went out in 51.5 and came back hard. And, you know, this guy has been through a lot. Like, for him to come back and, like, prove that he still has it heading into the trials is just hype, I feel like. And for him to win his heat, even though he didn't run in heat 1, was just incredible, I think. And, like, he's just on the rise now. Drew's going to be super fit, and he's getting better. And then we had Brandon, who literally was injured for 8 months. He raced right after Drew in heat 1 of the 800. He ran 146.8, I believe, which is crazy. Like, this guy straight up had a knee surgery. And he has such a positive attitude. I love Brandon. I think he's so cool. And it's been so fun, like, training with him recently. Literally, this guy started running 4 months ago. Like walking into running. Like, and, you know, he's a world-class athlete. He's made worlds before. But to see him back in 146 shape, I mean, this season he ran 3:47 in a 15 to start, and 148, 147, now 146. He's coming into form, perfect timing for the trials. So just hats off to Brandon. On to the girls 800. We had Nia, who was in heat 2, who blew away from her pack with about 150 to go. I made a joke that I was responsible for her win. I'll play that clip right now. All right, for the record, Nia, I told her to go with 150 to go. Yeah. And she listened. So.
That was it. I owe my entire PR to the athlete special.
Yep, you do. And Marta just won her race, and I told her to go with 50 to go, and she won. And Henry, I cheered for Henry, and he ran 3:34.0. God.
This better not go anywhere.
Clearly I was kidding, but she thought it was funny as well. And yeah, Nia 2 flat, come on. She looked incredible. She's coming around perfect for the trials. And then we had some people pop off in the 15. I'll start with Marta. Marta won her race in heat 2. She took the lead with 300 to go, got past with 100 to go, and then came back and still won a race. I think she ran 4:07 or 4:08. And Marta is no stranger to adversity. She's dealt with a bunch of crap. She's run incredible in the past and then struggled for a while with just injuries and the whole story that every pro goes through. But, like, to see her kind of bounce back and just, you know, win a race is always huge. I don't think it was a PR for Marta, but like, winning is everything in the sport. When you line up, you try to win, and she won her race. So that's Drew winning, Nia winning, and Marta winning. And then we had Henry in the fast, crazy fast 15 run 3:34.0. Thankfully, he beat Hobbs Kessler, so no one can meme him. But, you know, that's incredible. That's a big PR for Henry, the world standard. He's now ranked number 2 in the U.S. Heading into the trials, the guy has a good shot for, you know, to make the team, along with everyone else on our team. And that race was huge for Henry. And I'm always going to have a soft spot for him because he's an East Coast boy, just like myself. We're actually from literally a town over from each other, if any of you guys knew that. So it was just, Henry has been so fit and so ready to go. He actually got tangled up in a fall a week ago in a 15. He didn't fall himself, but he kind of got tripped up, and he's been ready to run this fast for a while, and just for him to finally put it out there. And I'm telling you, this guy was hurting early on. Henry will definitely tell you himself. He was in pain early on in his race, and he, came back and got 4th place, I believe, in that absolutely stacked race. 3:34. Oh, that's really fast right now, and he competed great. And then Allie B in the 15, she ran an amazing 5K a couple months ago, as you guys remember. She ran 4:06 in the 15 for a big PR, 4:06 low, I want to say, and was out in last place because she's more of a 5 girl. She was in the fast seat of the 15, and at one point she passed like everyone, and she said, I remember I talked to her before she raced, and she was like, look, I kind of have to go early if I want a shot in this. So she went early, you know, played her cards as well as she could. I'm not sure what she placed, but literally great PR for her. Finally, we got Mr. Dave Ribich out here, his 2nd professional 5K. He comes out and nearly outkicks Lopez Lamong. So I don't even know where to start with Dave. He's had just a roller coaster of a season, and, you know, I'll start with this. The guy this fall early on was coming back from PRP, and he was, you know, grinding away slowly, worked himself into amazing shape by the end of the fall, had a really good 5-mile time trial, and was super confident in the first camp. And he's just been throwing all these curveballs left and right where his fitness has been there the whole time, and he just needed to kind of figure out what is going to work for him right now. So Danny made the switch and put him in a 5K a few weeks ago. He ran 13:37 as his first one, and Dave was disappointed with that, and I was like, dude, that's a solid first ever 5K as a pro. His PR was 15:01 going into that race. And then this race, he comes out of the blue, passes the whole field about halfway through, and hammers it home, takes the lead with like maybe 600 to go, and kicks and nearly outkicks Lopez Lamong, an incredible Olympian. And Dave's a young guy too, and he's blossoming in the 5. He ran 13:26, and I'm just so happy for that guy. He's wanted that glory for so long. He's wanted that recognition and appreciation that he's like a top tier pro, and I feel like he proved it to the world. And like, he's definitely not going to be happy with his time, which is just classic Dave, I feel like. But I mean, look, hats off to him. I'm very impressed. That was his 2nd 5K, and he nearly won the thing. So yeah, like, I hope I'm not missing anyone on people who really ran well. But at the end of the day, it's all because of Danny. And Danny, I doubt he's watching these videos, and I'm not trying to suck up to him in any way, but this is just the proof right here. It works. This training is clearly working phenomenally for our team, and that's what I'm excited for. I just need to make sure I am healthy for a long period of time, and hopefully I can be running close to guys like Henry in that 15. So, you know, hats off to Danny. You know, he said in the fall, our team's going to be a team that peaks at the right time, and, you know, these teams on the internet are posting flashy workouts, and we're just going to keep our heads down, do our hill repeats, do all of our strength work, and, you know, where I'm not exactly where I want to be right now. I feel like the rest of the team is, because they've been healthy, and that is just, it's a cool day when everyone runs well like that. It's not just the athletes, it's clearly the coach at that point. So I think that he deserves a lot of recognition for that, and just that his training is phenomenal, and I am very confident it's going to work for me once I just am healthy for a long period of time. And I just feel like Danny doesn't get the recognition he deserves as, I'd say, the best coach in the country right now. So I'm so happy that the Beasts are, where they want to be finally. And, people have been commenting on videos like, oh, when are you guys going to perform well, blah, blah, blah. And look, these guys are pros, these girls are pros, they know how to do it. And I'm just really happy to be a part of this team. And that's about it for this video, guys. A very different one. Low budget editing, the classic old stuff, but tune in. Stumptown Track and Field is putting on this meet this weekend, and I'm hoping I can, perform well in another 15. I'm excited for it, and yeah, hats off to the Brooks Beasts, because they are proven that they are one of the best teams in the country. Let me know if you want more sit-down talks like this. I'd love to just keep it raw with you guys, and I feel like this is what you came for, so the journey will never end. Alright, see you guys soon.